Hey guys, this is Locke. In this video, I'll go over the Black Friday deals and some other special deals that are going on. So you can access them actually from the special shop, and there is something that I want to highlight to you. Usually, when we have these kind of events, like Final Fantasy, whatever we had in the past, Final Fantasy X or something, we usually get something like this, like Vizier Pack F and Vizier Pack H, and most of the time they actually last for the entire duration of the Final Fantasy event. So you can go into this thinking, you know what, I don't want to buy the packs yet. I will buy it on the 30th day or something, or right before the event ends because I don't really need it right now. But maybe I'll save up on Vizier to pull on the other things that are coming up later in the future. So that's the first thing that I want to point out. These deals are actually expiring in 3 days. So if you want to take advantage of buying these packs because they are cheap, you should do it within the next 3 days because they won't be here after that. You can actually, like, if you're building either Noctis or actually, yeah, if you're building Noctis, I mean, you would also benefit from being able to, you know, uh, get a bunch of his shards and get the other things here along the way as well if you're buying those packs. So both of these packs are definitely worth it. I mean, they're just a straight up reduction from the original price. I mean, I only know the price in Canadian. This pack is usually like $55. It's now down to 10, and this one is usually $140. It's down to 70. So I mean, I think the second pack is still a bit steep for a lot of players, but this pack is usually worth it for most people if you're wanting to spend some money. And when you buy this pack, don't spend the Vizier. Don't pull on those, like 2K paid Vizier banners. Don't do that. Wait for things like this, like the 15 Vizier shop. These deals are usually very, very good. They give you a bunch of stuff that is usually worth it. Actually, I don't think these are actually that great, but usually they're pretty good. This particular one, not that great. I mean, 15 Vizier, yeah, it's not. Maybe this is the best thing there for 15 energy restore potions for 15. Actually, that's for 15 gil, so that's even better. Yeah, but usually these are pretty good. This one particular time, it's actually not. But save it for things like this, like they had before. They had a 7 Vizier shop or something like that. So save it for things like that. That's usually where you get the best bang for your buck for these paid Viziers. Now, the next one here is the Select UR Unit Pack. For a player like me that's been around since day one, it's not really worth it. For newer players, if you're wanting to spend some money, this might actually be a good place to do it because you actually basically get a level 99 unit of your choice that is not a cost 100 unit, but a level 99 unit of any other unit. And you actually get all the materials that you need to get that unit from 1 to 99. If you're not sure if a unit is included because you're a new player and you're like, oh, where does it stop? Like, what can you buy with it? Click on details, and then click on the ticket itself, so you can see which of the units are included. If you're like, I want to get Black Rosalna with this, well, you can see here that Black Rosalna is not included. I wanted to get I don't know, Valentine Solaire with it. Oh, she's right there, so you can get it with that, right? So that's a great way to check. You can do that with the shards as well, although I would assume the shards and the units are exactly the same. So it's not a bad pack for players. I mean, if you look at the cost of the shards itself, 600 shards, that's like 30,000 Vizier, I guess, right? I mean, free Vizier, so you're basically getting 30,000 free Vizier. I mean, sure, you can get like deals and you can buy it with stars and other things, but just straight up value, you're at least getting 30,000 Vizier for 140 Canadian dollars. I think it's like $100 US. Um, it's okay. It's not. There's a better one, I think, but this one is okay. Um, Especially for newer players, you would get even more benefit from it than older players. So keep that in the back of your head as you're doing this. I wish I'd give you more of these awakening prisms and fragment of thoughts because those are, you know, like I really want more of those. So if it gave a little bit more of that, I would value this a bit higher. But this only gives you enough to get to 99. So that's what it is. The next pack, this one, I'm really not a fan of these EX job packs. Most of the stuff here you can farm. Something uh, like the Awakening Prisms and the Fragment of Thought are really the two things that you like really want to get. I find that they're my bottlenecks, so they're probably going to be your bottlenecks too. Like the Blossom of Paradise, 6 of them is nice, but they usually give out quite a bit. And if you're farming, unless you want to build every single unit that you come across, but then you probably spend a lot of money anyway. So in that case, sure, I guess it's worth it for you to buy this pack. But for most players, if you are if you're not going crazy and building every single unit that comes out, usually your bottlenecks is the Awakening Prism and the Elemental Fragment of Thought. But you can usually get those from the 9 steps anyway. You can get those. So is it worth it to spend $140 or 100 US dollars to get the first few steps of this banner? I don't think so. So that's the reason why I would suggest not getting it. I'm not a fan of it, so that's the reason why it would be a no for me. But the bigger no is actually the pack below that, which I think is a ridiculously dumb deal. Like, please don't get this. This is just really silly. You can farm all of this like pretty easily. You have like double drop days, Saturdays, to farm the red stuff, like the red ones that you need, and you can farm the other ones like the yellow, purple, blue, and green from story very, very easily. So please do not get this. Whatever you do not get it. Now this one, I like this one. This is actually what I would recommend more than the unit pack. And again, the value of this is much better for newer players than older players, because say you're a newer player that started with what is another unit that came out? With Cloud. Say you're a new player that started with Cloud, right? And so Cloud is your main account. You have a VC for him, and you have other supporting characters. Like maybe you have Aerith, maybe you have Nivlu, maybe you have Charlotte, right? Like you have a team built and centered around Cloud, and you have one VC that's maxed out, and you have other VCs that are not maxed out, but here and there you have some stuff that are like level 40 or level 55 or something like that. But now this VC, this is going to you're not building out an entire new unit. You're actually building a VC that's going to help Cloud fully. Like you can get Aegon, you can get Odin, you can get whatever you need that will really help Cloud. And again, if you want to check what exactly is included, because some stuff are limited, you can just check like this as well. So you know exactly what it is. Like maybe you have Cloud at 120 and you have Frederica at 115 or something. And so Frederica's Dream, like you can get a maxed out Frederica's Dream. That's really going to help your team out. Right? And one difference that I really want to point out between this and the VC pack, the UR pack, if you get the UR pack, you get a unit at 99, but that's not the maximum that the unit can go. It can go up to 120. So you still have to put in a lot of resources to get that unit from 99 to 120. But if you go for the VC pack, you get this VC at level 99, and that's the maximum the VC can go. There's no more investment that you need to do for that VC. So I really highly suggest, if you're going to get only one of the two, to get the VC pack. I think it's a lot more value, and I also the cost is also less, right? The cost is 199 compared to 139. But you should know that, in terms of pure Visior value, the other one gives you more value for that, because with this one you're only getting 275 shards, whereas with the other one you are getting 600 shards. So in terms of like straight Visior cost value, this one is better. But still, I think what you're getting for it, like which will take you further as a newer player, as a mid-tier player, or something like that. The VC one is the one that's going to be taking you further. That's my opinion. And you also don't have to use the exact same thing. Like for example, suppose you already have Frederica's Dream, but it's a level 40, right? But what you're missing is a good Esper. So you can use the select your vision card summon to get Odin or whatever Esper you need. Actually, I don't think Bahamut's included in this one, unfortunately. So if Bahamut's included, I mean that would probably be what most people are going for, but it is not included. That's too bad. But so anyway, you get the Esper that you want. Like say you want to get Odin, so you summon Odin with the select vision card. So you have the Esper now, and with the shards, you can put it on someone else. You don't have to put it on Odin. You can put it on like Frederica's Dream or Aegon, or hopefully you already have Aegon to do that. But you don't have to use the vision card shards and the vision card on the same unit. You can do it on two different ones. So this is probably the deal that I would recommend out of all of these ones, except for the Visior Pack F and H. I think that's the best one there. The Esper Pack, sure, it's okay. But between these two, this one is a lot better value, and they're both the same price. So this one will help you to level up that Esper, quickly. But you often do get Esper materials pretty fast. You know, like you get them for random events. You can get them from the mock shop for different events that are going on. So I don't value the Esper materials to be as worthwhile as 275 shards of your choice, for whatever we see. So of the two, I would recommend this one. Soul Star pack. I mean, 200 Soul Stars isn't really a lot. Um, it's really not. I mean, what can you get with that? That's 20, 40, 60. I think that's like I think that's like 100. No, I think that's like 80 shards for a unit of your choice. Um, is that worth $54? I don't think so. Um, so I wouldn't recommend it. I think the value for this, like if it was like say 9.99, I think then it would be an okay value. But at $54, it's definitely not a good value for it. So I would also not recommend this either. And same with this one. I mean, they're both the same price, and this is Vision card instead of unit. But I would not recommend these. And I mean, the UR guaranteed vision card summon ticket times 3, or the unit ticket times 3. That's it's not great. I mean, you don't know what unit you're gonna get. You might get something you already have like maxed out to 120. So unless you're a very new player that really needs whatever UR units or whatever vision cards that you can get, for the most players, I would highly not recommend this at all. I think it's a waste. So don't get those. Skip ticket is arguable because, especially for players that have been around for a while, you want to be able to build resonance faster, and the fastest way to do that is to use skip tickets. So I usually am interested in skip ticket packs. So this one actually might be something that's more valuable than some of the others, and the price is also $17, which isn't too bad. I mean, I wish it was a bit cheaper, but this one is better than most of the other packs. Like I would rate the Vision Card pack as the best one, the Select UR Vision Card pack. Then I would rate this one as the next one, the UR Select UR Unit pack, and then the third one I would probably rate would be the Skip Ticket pack. Sorry, no, the third one I would rate is the Chocobo pack. This one is better because, especially the 10-hour ones are really hard to find. So I would rate this as the third, and then I would rate this one as the fourth. The Skip Ticket pack is the fourth one that I would rate. I don't think this one is that great because, I mean, sure, it reduces the time by 12 hours, but that's 5 shards basically, right? So that's 50 shards for 17 for $18, and you still have to, like, you can't use them all at once, so you have to wait over 10 days. I don't think it's really worth it, and you're also getting a bunch of these for free from different events and stuff. So I would not. I wouldn't spend on that. I don't think it's worth it. So those are all the Black Friday deals. The others are like different things that have been around, but of these deals, that's how I rate them. If you are going to buy them, make sure you buy them in the next 3 days, because after that it's gone. Only these 2 packs are the ones that are remaining. So don't fall for it, because I know sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I have like a whole month to get this whenever I want. That's not the case with this one. So be careful and make sure, if you want to get it, you act on it sooner than later. Yeah, I mean, let me know what your strategy is as well. If there's any tips that I missed. I mean, I have missed a few tips previously, and people have told me, and I've added it in the comments. So I appreciate the tips that you guys are sending as well, because I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I totally missed that. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Have a good day.